Hi, my name's Emma and I'm going to take you through a seated vinyasa yoga sequence. This is a great sequence maybe if you're just feeling a little bit stiff, maybe first thing when you wake up or last thing at night if you want to just stretch and release off those muscles, either for the rest of the day or before you go to sleep. It's all seated, so it's quite easily adaptable if you have got any injuries or illnesses or anything like that. If you have obviously got any injuries, illnesses, pregnancies or anything like that, please take care of yourselves and work around them as we're not there with you at the moment. So if there's anything that doesn't quite feel right, please leave it out and just wait till we move on to the next thing. Okay? We're going to get going, so all you need for this is a mat or maybe just something comfortable to sit on. So start with your legs crossed, or if that's not suitable for your knees or hips, you could take your legs out in front of you in a slightly different posture. Sit up lovely and tall, take a nice deep breath in, grow tall through the spine. Take a couple of shoulder rolls as you exhale, roll them back and roll them forwards. Inhale, bring the arms up to overhead. Interlace the fingertips, press the palms up tall. Exhale, push the palms up but pull the shoulders down. Inhale, take a side bend, stretching and lengthening down one side of the body. As you breathe out, release the bottom arm, soften the shoulders and reach a little bit further. Make sure both of the buttocks stay firmly grounded on the mat. Inhale, come back to the center. Interlace your fingertips. Palms press up. Remember, pull those shoulders back and down. Exhale, feel that stretch work its way down your spine. Inhale, come up and over to the left side. If you want to, deepen it down. So drop that bottom arm, relax the neck, the shoulders, and exhale, reach a little bit further, making sure that neither side of the hips or bottom is starting to lift off the mat. Inhale, come back up to the middle. Take a forward fold. Tip forward from the hips. Exhale, tuck the chin. Relax the shoulders completely. Push your bottom into the mat, and you'll start to feel a nice release down the spine into the lower back. As we come out of this, try to roll through the spine on the way up, because it's really great for improving the mobility in your spine. So starting from the bottom of the spine, inhale, start to roll up, stacking the spine one block at a time. At the top, shoulders up, back and down. Exhale. Inhale, bring the arms back up to overhead. This time take a seated twist. So turn towards the side, opposite hand somewhere outside the leg, maybe the other hand comes behind you. Exhale, walk the chest and shoulders round to the side. The hips haven't moved, they've stayed nice and fixed. From the belly button upwards, we're twisting. We're holding this for a few breaths. When we twist, the breath tends to get a little bit shallower, but we actually want to try and keep the breath really nice and deep, because that's going to help the twist feel more beneficial for the body. Inhale, bring the arms back up. Always resetting the spine by realigning it. Turning to the other side. Exhale, seated twist. Walk the shoulders, the chest around. Inhale, come back to the center, reach it up nice and tall. And let's take another forward fold. Exhale, extend forward. See if you can push your bottom a little bit more firmly down into the surface beneath you. So that's going to help to ease off the lower back and the sacroiliac joints, where we tend to carry quite a lot of our tension. Again, let's roll through the spine as we rise. Roll from the lower back upwards, inhaling. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Exhaling. Lovely, everyone. Take one leg out long. Other leg bent and the foot resting somewhere on the inside. Wiggle the sit bones to walk them back. We're stretching the back of the leg in the straight leg, and we're stretching through the hip in the bent leg. So if your knee's quite high, you can always pop something underneath it like a cushion to support it, and we're actively pressing the thigh and the knee down towards the mat. Take a deep breath in, reach both arms up. Exhale. Reach it forward into a single leg forward fold and roll the hips forward with you. Once here, as you exhale, try to slide the shoulders down towards the bottom. It's a little bit like you've put your shoulders in your back pockets. I like to lift the chest slightly here because it stops me from rounding the upper back too much. We always want to try and encourage a nice long flat spine here as much as possible. If you get really tight hamstrings, you'll feel this a lot through the lower back. There'll be limited movement. So do not worry if you're not folding very far, that's okay. It will still be really beneficial for you to do this posture. Turn it into an open twist. So pop your hand somewhere on your straight leg. Inhale, turn towards the bent knee. Reach it up on a diagonal, which is what creates the open twist, the opening across the spine. Hold it here for a breath or two. See how high you can reach. The more you reach through the fingertips, the better this feels through the body. Come back to the center. Take the forward fold once more. So take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, fold once more. You might notice the second time around that it feels a little easier, a little bit more comfortable. And that's just the body adjusting the muscles and the joints, releasing a little bit further with the breath. Gently roll up through the spine. And let's try the other side. So switch the legs around. Again, remember that straight leg's going to help us to work into the hamstring, the back of the thigh, and the bent leg's going to help us to work into the hip. Wiggle the bottom back. Helps you to get that tilt forwards with the pelvis. Inhale, reach up tall. Lengthen yourself forward using your fingertips to lead the way. Once there, exhale, soften the neck, the shoulders. Keep lengthening the spine forward. So maybe use the crown of your head as a guide and keep sending the crown of the head forwards towards your toes rather than trying to send it down towards the knee. Keep lengthening forward instead. Notice what the breath is doing each time you're holding a fold, because that's when sometimes the breath tells us whether we're pushing a little bit too much or not quite enough. We want the breath to be really comfortable here. As soon as the breath gets shorter and shallower, we've pushed a little too deep into a posture. Let's take that open twist again. So pop your hand somewhere on your straight leg. Inhale, reach the other arm up. Turn away from your straight leg. Reach it tall. Open across the arms. Use the out breath to soften the connection between your ribs, spine and hips. And as that connection softens, you might find you can open and twist a little bit more. Just use that nice release for the spine we've just created and try a forward fold again. So inhale, come back to center, reach it up, and exhale, forward fold. Again, just notice if it feels a little different second time around on this side. Maybe you can work a little further forward, or maybe it's the back of the knee that will push down a little flatter to activate a little deeper into the hamstrings. Gently roll up through the spine. Come over to all fours. Shoulders over wrists and knees under hips. Spread the fingertips wide. If you have got any wrist issue, you might find that you want to do this on the fists instead to keep the wrist straight, or maybe you want to pop your hands on something that you can let the hand fall over the front of, so there's slightly less pressure through the wrists. If the knees are an issue, you could always put some cushioning under the knee joints or roll the mat up under your knees. Start with a nice long spine. Take a deep breath in to pull the shoulders down, to push the tailbone out behind you, giving you that feeling of length, and lift the belly up and in. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone underneath. Inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round. We call this our cat stretch. stretching across the back muscles. Inhale, arch, we call this our cat stretch, opening across the chest muscles. Exhale, lift with the center of the spine and try to slide your shoulder blades further apart. Inhale, lift with the ends of the spine and try to send that chest further forward. Give it a proud feeling here. One more of each. Exhale, pull up through the middle of the back, push the mat away with the hands. Inhale, pull up with the ends of the spine and push the sky away above you. Back to center. Sit the bottom back towards the heels. The knees can be together or slightly apart. It's just whatever feels more comfortable for you. Walk the hands forward into extended child's pose. Walk the hands as far away as you can go. Push down through them so you feel that big stretch down the sides of your body. Then exhale, press downwards as if you're trying to get your armpits and your chest onto the mat. They won't go, that's okay, but that feeling of pushing down is what gives you that wonderful release across the back and up and down the back. This is really great if you do a lot of sitting or standing, or maybe just you've got a little bit of postural issues that you need to work on. This will feel good to release some of that tension off. You might notice as well, if you stay here for a good few breaths, each time you breathe out, you can feel yourself dropping a little deeper. It feels nice and relaxing, so it feels like you're sinking down with the breath. Gently walk yourself in, pop your hands there, walk them all the way up to seated. And you are done. And you might just feel a lot more chilled out, ready to go to sleep maybe. Or maybe you just might feel a little bit looser and readier to get on with the rest of your day, or with a little bit more physical activity. I hope that's useful. Really, really well done all of you. And hopefully we'll see you all soon. Take care and stay safe everyone. Well done.